What's the craziest thing a student got away with? I was a high school English teacher for 12 years, and I've seen my share of senior pranks and classroom chaos, but nothing ever topped what Martin Chen pulled off during my 4th year teaching. Martin was one of those students who was both brilliant and completely restless. The kind of kid who'd finish a test in 10 minutes and then quietly disrupt everyone else. Not out of malice, just out of sheer boredom and creativity. One day I caught him reading a thick book inside his literature textbook. Expecting some fantasy novel, I asked, "What's that?" He held it up, an electrical engineering manual. "I'm building something," he said, wearing that half smile that always made me nervous. The following week, our principal, Dr. Harmon, came over the intercom, voice tight. "Someone has illegally accessed the school's PA system. If the perpetrator is found, they will be suspended immediately." Apparently, random music had begun playing between classes, but never during them, which, ironically, made it feel polite. First it was classical, then came 80s hits, then TV theme songs. Students erupted in applause every day at exactly 11:47 when the Friends theme played. Dr. Harmon was livid. His threats became part of the joke, echoing through the very system he couldn't control. Students were loving it. Teachers too, if they were being honest. I had my suspicions about Martin, but no actual proof, until one morning. I got to school early and saw him, in the ceiling. He was balanced like a cat on the framework above the main hallway, fiddling with something. "Martin," I whisper yelled, heart pounding. "Get down before someone sees you." He glanced down calmly. "Just 5 more minutes, Ms. Reynolds. Now." He sighed like I'd asked him to stop mid-symphony, then dropped down with uncanny grace, a small black device in his hand. "What is that?" I demanded. "It's just a relay node, harmless." Then, seeing my confused expression, he added, "It connects to the PA system wirelessly. I've installed 8 around the school." I should have marched him to the principal's office right then, but instead I asked, "Why?" He shrugged. "Because I can, and because this place is so beige. Everyone's half asleep all the time, but you should see their faces when the music plays. They wake up." I knew I should report him, but something in me, maybe the teacher who loved when literature stirred emotion, understood. And maybe I secretly loved those musical interludes too. "If I pretend I didn't see this, will you promise to end it before graduation?" He nodded solemnly. The music stayed, but evolved. Martin started programming it for contact. "We are the champions after football wins. Don't stop believing before finals." The administration even brought in IT specialists. They couldn't crack it. Then came the last day of school. At exactly noon, instead of music, the speakers carried Martin's voice. "Fellow students and respected faculty, this is the music maestro signing off." No, it wasn't ghosts, just a kid with too much time and access to Radio Shack. Special thanks to the one teacher who knew, but let the music play. This school isn't beige to me anymore. I froze. Everyone was going to look at me, but no one did. Somehow, he'd kept my secret too. After graduation, I found a small package in my desk drawer, one of his relay nodes. Taped to it was a note, "For when things get too quiet, instructions included." 10 years later, I'm now the principal of a different school. I've never used the device, but I keep it in my drawer. Martin, he designs security systems now, for major corporations.